Welcome to the first annual Basement
Speak up.
Podcast.
Annual.
Annual Basement Podcast. Starring me, I'm Boof. To my left, I got ChristmasPear, because you don't want to say his name.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say ChristmasPear, but I don't know if you wanted to introduce me or.
It's alright, bro. And to my right, I got Nami.
Yo, it's your boy Nami OG, you already know.
And the cameraman Johan, who can also chime in whenever he wants.
Hello.
I just wanted to have a. Yeah,
I did. I just forgot to hit the button.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a little place where me and my friends could talk. First thing, I just wanted to ask a simple question. What makes you guys truly happy? Because I actually want to know.
Damn, we jumping already into the question.
Damn, it's like this heavy, bro. Are you serious? Wait, like,
Yeah,
do you want to go clockwise? Like me, you,
Yeah,
or
just
me?
split it.
Wait, wait. First,
Okay.
I want to talk a bit about like what this podcast is. What this podcast
bro, you
is.
got
Sorry, I'm stuttering. Alright, so
No problem.
pretty much this podcast is just a podcast we came up with to just conversate, because we be having some pretty deep conversations. Looking at the camera because I'm talking to the audience, you already know. We be having some pretty deep conversations, but like we never be catching them like on file. So this is pretty much gonna be like just a place where we can record our conversations and go back and listen to them and just see what we came up with.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And it's something that we look
Facts,
back
facts,
on
facts.
type shit. It's something that we look back on because technically this is the first year I've met both ChristmasPear, Javi, and Johan.
Yeah, it's
And
Yeah,
I think
it's
further
my
down the line,
second or third year.
yeah.
Yeah.
And further down the
Yeah.
line, it'd be fucking great to see us this conversation.
Oh yeah,
But-
absolutely.
Amazing.
Like when we're
First, let's
older.
start with a better question. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing?
You want to go
Is
first?
that's a good question.
that's a good
Well,
question.
okay. You know what I hate? You know what I hate? When you ask the question, hey, how are you guys doing? And the person goes, oh, I'm good, and that's it. Like, bitch, I asked for your
Yeah.
life, not for you just to say,
That's
oh,
true.
I'm good.
Alright, so then
And
you go
that's it.
first. Then you go first.
Yeah, you can go first. How
Okay.
How are you,
Alright,
Javi?
you guys
How you
want to know how my
doing?
life's going?
Yeah, tell us.
It's good. Yeah, it's just good.
That's good, man. I'm happy for you.
That's what's up.
No, hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm here with my friends. I'm about to go to court because I rear-ended an old bitch.
You would.
Chill.
Yeah.
Deal with the cursing, bro. Just stay old.
Yeah. Other than that, life's amazing.
That's great.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Who's next?
I did ask a question. William, do you want to answer next? Because I did ask it towards you guys.
Damn, we using real names or we using aliases? Which one?
My fault, bro. My fault.
It's just like habit, right? You get used to using real
It's
names.
chill, bro. Sorry. Nami, would you like to go next?
Alright, how am I doing? Currently, I'm just vibing, life not really throwing me much, which is not a problem, but it's like, it's boring, you know what I mean? But it's alright, I'm just stagnant right now. I'm chilling, going to school, doing my thing, practicing, writing verses, just living life. Smoking, playing video games, just doing random shit.
Now, our cameraman Johan, what you think? How you doing, bro? How you doing specifically?
I'm good. Just been chilling a lot. Similar to Nami. Been, doing school, doing some like extra stuff on the side. Like hobbies and stuff. Just going through it.
For a fact.
Pretty stagnant though,
What
like
kind
he
of
said.
I think we're
well,
all just floating
yeah.
down the astral plane type shit.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but I feel like, and you could cut this out.
It is our first episode, and
Yeah.
I'm upset that I asked everyone how they're doing, and no one asked how I'm
How
doing.
are you, Bryan? How you
But-
doing?
How you doing?
Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm chilling, man. We all floating. Like I said, we floating down the plane, astral plane, thinking about life.
Fact.
I'm happy I made
Facts.
good friends that I can soon call family, especially William. Here he knows.
Facts, bro.
But you guys too, Johan and Javi. Como, and ChristmasPear. I love you
Yeah.
guys, and let's go down this hole. Go down this hole together, rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, what makes you guys truly fucking happy?
Bro, man, it sounded like you about to just take some PCP, bro. He sounded like he was about to pass out the acid tabs. I was about to get lit. I was like, yo, we going down the hole. Let's go.
Going down the
Let's
hole.
down the rabbit
Let's
hole,
go
bro.
straight to
Let's
it.
see what
We're
you
going down
about
the
to
mental rabbit hole.
experience.
The mental rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah, I'm already down there, bro.
Well, actually,
Javi,
before
what
we
makes you
start,
happy?
can I be honest with you guys? Can I like confess to you guys something real quick?
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
bro.
I
Are you
went-
sure you
I-
want to confess it on live or?
Yeah. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. So,
Alright, bro.
I took a piss, right? And then I came back here, and then I didn't wash my hands, and I was eating chips.
Bro.
Okay. Alright.
Um,
I think he about to confess something serious, like
Yeah.
I
something
thought some
true to his
crazy
heart.
shit happened, bro.
Back to the
This
question.
man's
What makes
just-
you happy,
bro.
dog? What makes you happy, bro?
Alright.
Or something. Give me the face value answer and then the real answer.
A face value answer.
What does face value mean?
Yeah.
Be honest. to
Like
be
on the
honest,
surface.
Oh, okay.
On
Yeah.
the surface, I just say like having good times, bro. Like making good
Fuck with
memories.
that.
But
That's what we're doing right now.
like what truly makes me happy, I don't know, because like, bro, I'm 18, bro. I haven't even experienced like a quarter of my
That's
life
true.
yet, or a quarter of what I'm gonna experience. So, I can't really give you like a straightforward answer right now. I mean, there's a lot of things that make me happy. Playing video games, chilling with the homies, talking to the homies, having some good conversations, making some good memories. Shit like typical shit that like everyone does. Smoking, having fun, like just typical shit. But like, I still haven't found like what makes me happy to the core, and I feel like
100%.
that's something I won't be able to answer until like I'm probably on my deathbed. And that's not even to be some like negative shit. It's just that question
It'd
has
be
like,
like that. That's true.
bro, that question is at such a large magnitude. It's like you really don't know until you're about to leave.
That's true, man. That's true. Javi, what do you think?
Wait, about to
feel the
leave
same way?
what? Like life?
Yeah, about to leave Earth.
What do you think about
Oh.
happiness type shit though?
Um.
What makes
Okay.
you truly happy?
So okay. What makes you truly happy? Well, I have two things. If we want some real shit, I have some two things. Okay. So what
Oh,
makes me
shit.
truly happy? Makes me truly happy is life in general, but not like just life, right? Like you're not just like alive, right? Like
Yeah.
like when you watch a show, but like the
Uh-huh.
show's so good, like even if someone spoils it to you, you want to know what happens in the middle. Because
Definitely.
even though you know the end, you don't know you don't know what happens in the middle,
Uh-huh.
right?
For a fact, I'm
So
good.
like when I look at life, I think about it like that, right? So like or like even a burger, right? So like you're not having a burger with like just two buns, right? You're having the whole meat. Like you're missing the meat, the patty, like
Yeah.
the lettuce, the tomato, the ketchup, on whatever the fuck you put on your burger. But like I feel like whatever's in the middle of the burger, right, is what life is, and what life is, and that's what makes it truly happy. Because if you're just gonna have like the top and bottom of the burger, right, then it's just gonna be a plain ass. You're just eating bread,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So if you think about life as just bread, where's the fun in that, right?
Right. It's
So
a good analogy.
the fun is the lettuce,
a
the
long
cheese,
analogy.
tomato.
Yeah. It's not a bad. It's not a
Sorry,
bad
I'm
one.
kind of hungry.
Nah.
No, I
no,
felt
Oh.
that. I felt that.
But like on the surface level, you guys,
Yeah.
my mom, my dad,
Fuck with that. Fuck with that.
you know,
Yeah, in fact,
trying to meet some cute
You know-
girls.
I think to add on with your burger analogy, face value. I'm obviously gonna say shit like what you guys said, friends, my girlfriend, my family, my playing video games. But deep down, it is, it is really just the toppings, and the ingredients in the burgers. All the little
Yeah.
things. It's all the little things that I fuck with. It's the when you're walking outside and you just see something. It's the sitting down on the couch and looking at your favorite TV show. It's the
Yeah.
eating of really good food and the taste it has in your mouth. It's holding hands with someone you really, really like. Like I think it's just all the little shit, bro.
Yeah, it's the
I really,
intricacies to life that make life
it,
happy.
and I honestly don't think I'll ever find that core happiness that William was talking about because I don't think it's real. In my opinion, I think we achieve for it and we strive for it, but at the end of the day, it's all little things that will
Hmm.
make your life at the end of your life. And I'm looking back and be like, damn, I had so much fucking fun playing CS with my friends. I had so much fucking fun
Hmm.
laughing at fucking Jackbox. I had so much fun having a family with my girlfriend, which is hopefully gonna happen. And
Absolutely, yes, sir.
I really think that it's all the little shit. And I think that mentality has just made me like feel so much better about happiness in general. Like I don't have to achieve for something
Facts.
that's super crazy. Cause
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
if
just
you get that goal and you get that dream and you're just like fuck what now? Like I feel like
Mm.
I think that's what a lot of
mentality
people come
happens to
to.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
that's what a lot of people come to. It's like the other day when I was
Yeah.
talking about like my position right now in school and like not knowing what to do for the future. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a lot of people go through life spending a lot of time doing things that they think they want to do for the rest of their life, and then they get to it and then they're like, well, okay, I got it, but like, nah, I don't know what's next. It's kind of like when you try hard in school to get that like 4.0,
Yeah.
you get on the principal list, you popping off with all the accolades, all the honor roll shit, you doing good in school because of what everyone's telling you to do. But then you get it, you get the
Yeah.
diploma, you get your degree, whatever, and you look at it, you're like, well, I got it. Now what's next?
Perfect.
It's like you're happy for 5 seconds, and then everything just goes away, and you're back to
It
where you started.
and another thing about school, like there's only so far you can get with school. Like at the end of the day, making relationships and knowing how to interact with a human being is is learning. That's true learning because school academics is all about memory and saying how much you can remember about the U.S. government or biology. But at the end of the day, learning how to properly communicate with the person, is that's for the rest of your life. You know what I
Facts.
oh
mean?
yeah.
That's for the
Okay,
rest
so
of your life.
Because you
Knowing
you could you could you could easily just make a living in this world based on connections and
exactly.
communications. I mean, that's how
Perfect.
most people in like high positions get to those high positions. You gotta know the right people, and how you gonna meet the right people by meeting people in general. How you gonna meet people, having good communication skills. It all trickles down.
Right. Oh, I was gonna say like when you think about it, like okay, so I've had like friends who come from online school, right? But then like obviously you guys have all been in public school, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I talk to my friends who are in online school for their whole lives, they're not as social, I guess. They're more I don't know. They're like
Yeah. Perfect.
they're more worrying about like how much money they make and like I don't know, like more about
That's
themselves
true.
than everybody else. They're very introverted, right?
Yeah. And there's
Like
nothing wrong
more
with being
introverted than
introverted.
right. No, obviously not. But like more introverted
Yeah.
than
There's nothing
like
wrong
people
with
who
being.
went to public school.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong with being introverted, but at the end of the day, when you're at a job and you can't literally communicate with your coworker, that's a risking of being fired. Or like, I mean, it works in a lot of situations too. Like, what if you're in a relationship and you don't communicate well? Like, that's a
Exactly.
breaker.
Wait,
That's a
that's
deal
a fun
breaker for a
topic.
lot of people.
Fun topic relationships.
No.
Oh,
Coworkers
breaking
are
up.
they like
Oh.
Coworkers.
no? What the hell? No,
Coworker.
like like are coworkers actually your friends or like are they just
mm.
acquaintances?
I mean, it
Because
That
like
depends.
it
I'm pretty.
depends.
I'm just gonna say this because I think that's kind of simple to answer. If your coworker is your friend, they're gonna call you a friend and not a coworker.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
they gonna make it
okay,
obvious.
okay,
They
okay.
They're
gonna
not
they
gonna
gonna
be coworkers
specify.
anymore.
Okay, I'm homies with you. So like, if I meet Johan at work, let's say I work at CVS and I meet Johan at work. If we're friends, he's going to make it known we're friends. He's not gonna just act like we're coworkers. Because coworkers is, if you're a coworker, it's just, oh, I see you at work. I don't see you after work. You know what I mean? But if we
Yeah.
friends, it's like we gonna talk outside of work. We gonna chill outside of work. Like it's
Yeah.
just gonna be known.
Then they're not really coworkers anymore. Oh,
Damn, bro, you just
Exactly.
then
They
they're
get
not coworkers
coworkers, but
anymore.
they also they're primarily
Dead
homies.
ass.
wait. Okay, so
But
like if they're coworkers but you don't hang out with them outside of work, are they actually? your friends, even though they call you your friends outside of work?
I mean,
No,
I don't think
I think
hanging
that's
out with
just
someone.
them being. Nah, go ahead, Bryan, go ahead.
I don't know if I don't think hanging out with someone depends as like a friend. Cause I think I
Yeah,
can make a friend and not hang out with them or like not be with them a lot. Cause
yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
I think it just depends when they pass that level of coworker. Cause you can be a coworker with somebody and not be their friend. Like
True.
Yeah,
all
Facts,
friends
facts.
could be coworkers, but not all coworkers are friends. Type shit. You know
So
what I
wait, are
mean?
you my coworker?
I'm your friend, buddy. More than a coworker. More than a coworker.
I know. I'm joking.
But damn, guys, we went pretty deep with that question. How much time we running at, Johan? I mean, Como.
we had 16
We're
minutes.
long.
Yo, I
That's
didn't,
Damn,
pretty good.
bro, that's like
16
an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
pretty good
Maybe
16
the
minutes.
deep
Yo,
conversation.
Man is dragging it. He said that felt like an hour.
I never got to see what made me happy.
Alright, bro.
Y'all
Oh,
never
I'm
asked
sorry.
me.
Like, my
yeah,
fault,
so
Johan.
you said-
Yo,
you said makes you happy.
feel free to go back.
Yeah,
and, like,
jump in, bro.
Make it known that you want to answer, bro.
Of course,
Deadass,
of
bro.
course. Man, maybe I shouldn't have said that
Let me
because
see.
now,
Valley and deep.
now that I'm on the spot, I kind of don't know. But I feel like,
Man,
Like, you gotta
don't
like
have to
reach
know.
into your mental brain system.
yeah,
device.
I gotta reach
You don't gotta
in.
know. I do explain.
I feel like probably makes me happy the most is like similar to what you guys said is like the little things, and reaching, like for me, reaching goals, like little goals, or even like driving for big goals for me is what like makes me happy. Like setting goals for myself every day, and along with that, all the little things like you guys said, like being with friends and like hanging out with someone you love and stuff like that. That's what makes me happy currently.
I fuck with that.
That's
think
good.
I
Wait, is that-
admire-
is that- Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Did I interrupt you, Johan? Are you good?
No, you guys can go.
I admire Johan's like dedication and like determination because I see it all the time. Like you like put little goals for yourself, and I
Yeah.
honestly wish I could do that shit. Like, I see you like you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna study this. I'm gonna work out, and that's just like, damn, how the fuck you just so fucking dedicated? Like I'm not someone to give up a lot, but I am someone to give up a lot at the same time. Like I don't want to say
Yeah.
that I'm not motivated, but I lose motivation very easily, and I admire that shit. I admire that shit. The goal shit.
I'm
fuck with
the
that
same
heavy.
exact way. Like I'm lazy as fuck, but the thing is, I just keep trying at it because at the end of the day, it's something I
That's
want to
so
do.
fire.
Right?
Facts, bro. Facts, yo.
That's-
This
that's
man
mad
just spit the
admirable.
biggest
That's mad
facts of this
admirable.
conversation, bro. Like, that's something I had to come to terms with when I was like even
Exactly.
in school because when I was dealing with one of my friends, that I had the little relationship with, yeah, when she was like, kind of like going through a spiral, and I was trying to help her like get out of that spiral. All I would tell her is like, yo, just try.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Just try. Like if she didn't want to come to school, it's like, alright, fine. You don't want to come to school. Alright, tomorrow, try to come to school. If you don't come to school tomorrow, it's fine. It's even then, it's still fine. Because as long as you're trying, like you're gonna move up.
Definitely.
There's no way you can move backwards if you're trying.
Right.
But
For a
trying
fact,
means
for a
to
fact.
like actually put in effort. Don't
Yeah.
just like say you're doing it and then not do it. That's not trying. Trying
gotta
is
do
like,
more.
okay, I'm actually.
Oh, sorry. I kind of interrupted you. You got to do more
And-
than you did yesterday. You
Exactly.
got to
And
keep.
That's a
you know,
perfect
moving
way to
forward.
put it. That's
And
a
at the end of the
perfect way to
day,
put
if
it.
you think about it, trying is really just doing.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if you're not trying, then
Facts.
you're not doing. But if you're trying your hardest, even if it isn't your hardest, if you're trying, at the end of the day, you are doing and reaching for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of not reaching. Type shit.
Oh yeah. Like say like someone smokes like a pack of cigarettes, right? If they move down to like a half pack of cigarettes in a week, that's trying.
That's
Yeah,
progress.
that's-
That's,
even though
a,
you're
That's
still
what's trying.
smoking,
That's
yeah.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
Progress is progress at the end of the day.
You know,
Now, do you guys
Bryan,
want
you're,
my next question? Or are you?
Yeah, wait, do you have these questions written down?
No, I have questions in my head, bro. I'm a smart man.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah,
Intelligent
yeah,
like
the
that.
IQ. Man's got
big
the
IQ, big
IQ,
brain,
bro.
5 head. You see the spikes on my head?
I seen them.
Exactly.
I seen them.
Alright.
Bro, he got so
Say
much
let's see,
IQ, bro.
let's
It's
see
coming
it.
out of his head, bro.
Now this one is gonna be a long one for each person.
Okay.
Let's hear
What
it, bro. Let's
advice
hear
would
it.
you give to your younger self?
Oh, that's a good
I wanna
one.
go
you
first,
That's a
bro.
really
I wanna
good
go
one.
first.
5
I wanna go
years
first.
younger. to your 5-year younger
So-
self?
So I'm 18 right now. You,
Javi's
you
going
want me to
first.
speak? Oh, he's
Nah, I'm
going
joking.
first.
I'm joking.
Wait, what the fuck?
Alright, so I'm 18 right now.
Let him go.
You want me
Let
to
him go.
speak?
Let him go.
You want me to speak to
Your
my
13-year-old
13-year-old
self.
self?
Your 13-year-old self.
Alright,
7th
I'm gonna look
grade
at the
type
camera
shit.
for this one.
8th grade, 7th grade.
What I would say to my 13-year-old self, being 18 now, I'd probably say like 3 things. 1, stop paying attention to what other people is saying, because
Big
majority of what they saying is pretty much like non-influential to what you're trying to do at all, or it's them following someone else. But stop paying attention to what other people are saying. 2, experiment. Don't be afraid to do things that are out of the ordinary. Do what you want to do. If that means talent shows, if that means volunteering work, like whatever it is, experiment. Because I felt like when I was a kid, I didn't experiment enough, simply for the fact that I was worried about how other people was gonna view what I was doing, and how their judgment was gonna, like how that was gonna affect me.
That's a fact.
And I think for the third one, it would probably just be like, I don't know. I think it would just be like read a lot,
Fuck with that.
and read things that not only interest you but allow you to think more outside of the box. Because even though I had an open mind since I was like very, very young, I feel like it was still kind of capped off in my potential because I didn't read enough. And all I really did was just talk to people. And like, yes, I can get valuable information from talking to people. I can get a lot of experience from talking to people. I can solve a lot of things in my life from talking to people. But I think me neglecting like literature and just reading for knowledge and reading for fun as well kind of hindered me in terms of like how much I knew of the world, and how many like, not how many, but basically just like how much more my mind has expanded or could have expanded.
I think that reading on your own time is more like it's way different than reading from school. 'Cause
Definitely.
Like I said
Facts.
about
That's big
academics.
facts.
If you're reading by your own time and you're reading, let's see if it's fiction or non-fiction, that's like applies to your life. Now, I have a question for Will. I know we have the other question, but
Yo,
do you think your younger self would accept the advice?
I think my younger self would probably just listen. Like he would have heard it. He probably would ignore it in the moment, but like going home, he probably would have thought about it, because that's what I did a lot. Like when people gave me advice or like told me like something that could help me out, even like with teachers, like I ignored it in the moment because I was stubborn, and I didn't like, I had that like kind of like egotistical, stereotypical men outlook on the world. Is like, I don't need help. I don't, I'm a man. I could do it myself. Like, I don't need to ask for help. Yada yada yada. But like on the low, when I was by myself, I was really thinking about everything that people told me, and trying to see if like it could really help me. Like if I really followed what they said, like would it really benefit me?
That's true. That's true. I definitely think you were a deeper thinking kid when you were younger. Fun fact: me and Will used to go home every day after middle school.
Big facts, big facts.
Every single
Wait,
day.
how?
We're
Like on the subway?
besties.
No,
Either the bus or my mom driving us.
pick me up.
Oh, that's
We
so
drive
sweet.
together because we live so close to each other.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Johan, Javi, do you guys want to answer, or do you want me to go next?
Javi, you want me to go or you want to go?
Okay. I can go if you don't want to go. But if you want to go, go.
That's not what I asked, bro. That's not. Alright, I'll go.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go. No, I'm joking.
Wait,
I'll
no.
go. What was the question
Wait,
again?
chill, bro.
What would you tell your younger self from 5 years? So you're at what, 21 now? 4 years ago?
I'm 20. Yeah.
5 years ago? 20. 15.
Old ass.
I'll be 15. Jesus, fuck. 15. Okay, well, there's a song by Steve Lacy, and the main lyric is overthinking too hard, right? If I could actually travel back in time and tell myself, like, some good advice, I'd just be like, drop everything. I'd be like, drop everything, start new. I'd be like, yo, the kids you hanging out with, the school you go into, the your parents, you just need to talk to them, bro. Like, just drop everything, bro. Just restart. Just restart for like once. Like, just take a day to just restart because all your friends are fucking racist. Now you're racist, bro. Now you're being a dumbass and you're getting other people's shit,
you're
bro.
not racist. You just acting racist.
Yeah, that too.
So,
but like,
you don't actually believe that shit.
yeah. So
oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
I think like not to like I don't know what a word for it, but not to like unjustify whatever you're saying. I think there's a better way to construct that for like advice, because I feel like that's you're just telling your old self not to do something. Like there's a better way to say that, you know.
I mean, that is advice.
It is advice, but I feel like he could make it more of a lesson for his younger self. Because I feel like you're just telling him not to do something, but he doesn't know why.
Yeah,
You're just giving him the answer.
Or yeah, rather than not to do it, just to learn to not. All right, I guess like learn.
I think a better way you could summarize that in a way that it'll teach him instead of just giving him the answer. If I were you, I would tell your younger self to pay attention to what's around you. Pay attention to what you're doing.
Exactly.
Pay attention to who's influenced you, who you getting influence from, who you following. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what you actually want to do, opposed to what you're currently doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and then I'd also tell myself, to be happy no matter what. Because I feel like
I think I do the same.
Do you think your younger self would listen? Do you think your younger self would listen to you?
Yeah. I'd hope so. Shit, it's like the shit out of him.
You don't think so? I mean, you're him, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, knowing me, I listen to I listen to everybody. So I got like influenced easily. So I wouldn't be surprised if I could influence myself. I mean, nowadays I'm like
That's fair.
But
interesting.
you know what I mean?
Johan, would you like to go next, or Javi? You finish your point?
No, I'm done.
Okay, I can go
Alright,
next.
Johan, you wanna go next or me?
I think the first thing
Yeah,
I
you
would
got
tell
that.
him is find something you enjoy to learn. So when I was younger, I hated learning. Oh, I should have said I'm 16 now. 5 years earlier, I was 11. So me talking to my 11-year-old self. It's okay to learn, and it's good to learn. You just gotta find what you like to learn.
Fact.
Because as a kid, I hated school, but I was smart. Like I did good, but I hated it. So that drove me later on to hate school and do really bad, because I thought I didn't like learning, but I do. It's just that I didn't like what I was learning. So I think I would tell myself, find what you like to learn, and that the only person you can please is yourself. You can't please everyone all the time.
Huge facts.
That's big facts. I can take that advice today.
100%. Dead ass.
And
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that, and I know how you was talking about earlier. Definitely separate the real from the fake type shit.
Yeah, definitely. You
know
gotta
what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, be aware, like Will said. Be aware.
Facts, bro.
Exactly.
And for me myself, I'm not saying that I have like problems with fake people in my life, but like if you can distinguish in your life who is on your side no matter what, no matter what happens, you move 10,000 million miles away and they're still talking to you and they're still on your side, versus the people who would leave you for someone else instantly. That's the truth. And
facts.
I definitely think I would tell my younger self 5 years. I'd be like 13 5 years ago. I'm 18 now. I definitely tell myself, don't sweat it, because I think my younger self sweat a lot of things. I worried about a lot. I mean, we all worried about a lot of things, but I definitely think I worried about a lot of shit for no reason.
Yeah. Growing up with you, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see you worried about a lot of things.
A lot of insignificant shit. I also try to please a lot of people. I like making people happy.
Yeah.
I like trying to fix everything, and sometimes things can't be fixed. But I try to please. Even to this day, if someone has a problem, I try to help no matter what.
That is you. That is you.
I definitely tell my younger self to not sweat it, to just relax, bro.
I
You
think
good.
something I was telling Javi recently about some stuff that happened in his life. You can't change what someone else thinks or what they do. You can only worry about yourself and what you do.
Exactly.
So you can't stress over stuff like that. You can't like please everyone.
No, you can't.
100%, bro. I would like to. I had an idea while we were talking. For the first episode, what do you think about the name, the basement life? What do you think about that for the first episode?
Basement's
about, like,
life?
life.
What about life in the
The
basement?
basement life.
Life in the basement.
Life
Yeah,
in the
like-
basement.
Life in the basement.
Life in
Yeah.
the
Alright,
basement.
you moved one word, bro. Calm down. Alright.
Alright.
But the word movement,
But life-
what the word movement was legal.
But he changed it, you
I'm
know.
thinking of every episode to contain like basement or something related to the basement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet.
Like next episode could be like gaming in the basement or something like that. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, and then we can
But-
talk about video
Oh,
games
so
and
it's a
stuff.
different topic,
I
right?
think
yeah,
I'll come up with titles.
yeah,
I
different
definitely will
topic,
come up with
different topic.
titles.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Funnies in the basement.
Alright, we're not using that title. Just saying.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely tell my younger self to not sweat it, to just relax,
Definitely.
bro.
Facts.
Hey,
If
should
you
we
guys
have,
have any other questions, you could. Yeah, Javi.
Oh, I was gonna say, should we have like guests on the show?
Definitely.
on the podcast.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Like,
Okay.
like Shane John or
Like
like
Matt.
who else?
Get Matt.
Like Matt.
Matt,
Yeah, we could throw
Yeah,
that in there.
yeah. Shantae JJ.
Yeah.
All be
That's
different
fine. Yeah, that's
topics.
fine. Alba.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
Yeah,
after.
Alba.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah. Some like behind the scenes type. Yeah.
But 100%,
Yeah.
bro. If you guys have any other questions, you can hop in. I could say another one, but if you guys
Anyone
want,
got questions?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
What's a
Nah, I
super
don't got questions right now. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. You know what I mean?
The philosophical,
I think me and Johan were talking about this earlier.
Hmm.
I think we're talking about, it wasn't earlier, but it was a couple of days ago. We're talking about morals. We're
Hmm.
talking about
Yeah.
What's a moral?
someone
The
someone
morals
had said
like
something like, oh,
values.
everyone.
And like what you
Oh,
think
oh,
is
oh,
right
the
and what is wrong.
morals.
Yeah, morals.
Yeah, that's what I said. Morals.
Wait, say morals.
Morals.
Oh, okay.
Morals?
You said morals. Morals.
Oh, okay. Well,
Morals.
someone
Bone
we
marrow.
know had said this nigga Javi. Someone we know had said something along the lines like all bad people should die.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And me
yeah.
and Johan were like, I mean, in the ideal world, yeah, but who
Mm.
do we? How can we know who's bad or not? Like, what values would you assign to that person?
Oh, I want to
Well-
answer this. I want to answer this.
You know what I mean?
Alright, so the thing about morals, a lot of people fail to like acknowledge alongside like morals itself. I feel like a lot of people fail to acknowledge that morals, like the concept of morals, was created by us. We create morals. The morals that are universally accepted are morals that we created. So none of us is actually right or wrong. Like, yes, there's a universal understanding of objective good and objective bad, but at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is created by us, so morals can vary from person to person. So saying that all bad people should die, whatever you think
Yeah.
is bad may not be what I think is bad, and whatever I think is bad may not be whatever you think is bad.
Yeah.
And it goes
And-
on. So it's like
and I-
you can't really identify what morals are good and what morals are bad objectively, because they're all opinions.
Yeah, and I think for anyone watching, it's probably like common knowledge, like, oh, it's not what's bad isn't bad for everyone. But I also think it's kind of hard. I feel like this is me against death penalty type shit, because it's kind of hard to say who's bad or not. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all fucked up in one way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say, like, let's say someone got like a condition, and they fucking kill someone. Like, do you think they honestly really meant that at the end of the day? Do you think they wanted to kill that person? Even if
Nah.
it's like anger
I mean,
or
in
passion.
court, not to cut you off, but in court, like what matters is intention. They take
That's
into
true.
consideration what you did objectively, like what you committed, the crime you committed, and then your intentions to it. So, like, for example, if you were planning to kill someone and that was your intentions, like it's gonna be a lot harder to get you out of that jam than if your intentions wasn't to kill that person and it was an accident.
No, yeah,
You know what I mean?
I definitely do see that, and I wasn't only talking about like mentally deranged people, because I feel
No,
like
I'm
even
talking about
people,
just in general. In general.
yeah, I definitely think that, like, I don't know,
Well,
even the worst person in the world who wants to murder people daily on purpose, like at the end of the day, they're just a broken soul type shit, and
True.
shouldn't it be
Does
our
it give him
jobs
the
to
right
fix
to?
them?
No.
You're right,
But
but
yeah,
I feel like it should be type our jobs to fix them or try to
facts.
fix them
Yeah,
instead
I
of fucking
definitely
murdering them.
I agree. I think there needs to be more like support than just like straight up
Definitely,
putting them
bro.
in jail or like whatever, you know? There gotta be more support,
Exactly.
And
in my opinion.
Like,
that applies to like mad shit. Like that applies to fucking crackheads or
Yeah,
wait.
applies
drug
to a lot of
addicts
Before
who
you
are
things.
on the street.
before you go on that, I want to say another thing.
Yeah,
Our jail system in America is fucked up. Like
100%.
reform
I
does
agree.
not
absolutely.
exist.
Yeah.
Reform does not exist in the jail system in America. But in jail systems in
Big
other
facts.
places in the world, they're actually focused on reforming. And a lot of those people that
Rehabilitation.
go to jail, they don't go back to jail.
Rehabilitation, bro. Exactly. I was saying the same.
Um,
Me and her were talking about the same thing. Like crack addicts, they don't have support. They'll be thrown in a rehab and then face withdrawal for weeks, and then once they're out, they'll just go back to doing drugs even more probably.
Exactly.
And that shit is fucked up. And not even that. Like in general, there's no support in our country and in the fucking world. I feel like who really supports nowadays? And I know in New York, I don't know how it is in other places, but in New York, if shit were to happen to me, if I'm crying on the street, no one's gonna come and tell me, yo, what's up? Are you good? Everyone's gonna walk by
You
me.
might have like that one out of like the 500 or
But
1,000
at the end
people
of the day,
that are
do they really
like,
care? Do they really care?
no.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
no.
And what are they gonna do to support me? You know what I mean? I just feel like there's not that
Well,
support
I mean,
anymore.
to play devil's advocate, to be fair, that's because like the mentality of the world has just been like it's been created or not created, but we created this mentality of like survival, like every man for themselves. Even in America where like the land of opportunity, you can do a lot of things. Like it's very open and you have freedom and all that. We're still only just kind of like self-absorbed because this is what we've been taught to do, which
Yeah,
is why like
that's
we
really how
don't.
it is.
A lot of people aren't willing to support others because it's like, well, I barely have enough for myself, so how am I gonna support you if I can't even support myself? And then even if that person was rich, is
Yeah,
like, well, I did a lot to get here. You didn't do anything, so why am I gonna
exactly.
go on my way to support you if you didn't put in the
People
grind that I put in?
people like to be very independent and I guess selfish. But at the
Yeah.
I do see sometimes you do have to be selfish for your own health. But I was gonna say like literally I feel like although the race problems are very intricate and complicated, I feel like what if we just talked, bro? Like what if we just supported each other type shit? I feel like it sounds like a stupid simple answer, but I think that's what we need more in the world type shit.
I mean, talking
I
can
was
go
Javi,
a
gonna
long
say,
way. Just look at
yeah,
Naruto.
it's a fact, bro.
That's
Naruto
a
the killer.
fact.
facts.
Naruto stopped fighting people after like the 300th episode.
Dead
He just
ass.
he talked to Pain. Pain was about to destroy the whole
Exactly.
village, and he just pulled
Pain
up,
is
and
about to
he
destroy the
wanted
whole
to
world.
kill. Bro, Naruto wanted to kill Pain. He even said it himself. He was like,
Alright,
bro,
I
and he
think we
just
call
talked
Javi
to
off.
him.
That's why.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Javi, you got that.
I was gonna say like, who can anyone really define anyone else evil or bad,
That's true.
right? Because that's like your only opinion. It's like, or it's a group with people's opinions only to be differentiated by each of those individuals or group of people. Does that make sense? So like, um, I can be like, oh, Johan is ugly, but like you don't like you maybe think Johan is ugly, but he's also kind of hot or something, right? But I just think he's dead ass ugly. Like, but that doesn't make Johan ugly because within
Alright, stop using
himself
that analogy. You're getting me tight.
he doesn't think he's ugly.
You call Johan
Okay.
ugly one more time. It's
No,
gonna be
it's cool.
problems.
It's cool.
Man, say it's gonna be issues.
It's
But
for
yeah,
the analogy.
like,
that's basically what I said.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
just
subjective.
you can't
Yeah.
Yeah,
look at
exactly.
things that are subjective as fact because they're in
Mm.
fact subjective.
Yeah.
But like, if you kill someone with the intention of killing them, you deserve to be put in jail, but not killed, because you should.
I agree.
That 2 minutes of them suffering to death is your whole life suffering to death. Like that's what that's only
maybe
it
maybe
equals
not
out
your
to.
whole life suffering, but your whole life maybe trying to get better. And is there a point where we say we shouldn't try to help?
Because it's like,
I definitely.
what if it's like a mentally ill, or like a mentally like unstable person who just doesn't understand like morals and shit like that.
That's it
It's
too.
like, do
That's
we
it.
help that person?
I mean, it is like I see your point. Like you can't really help them, but
Exactly.
it's like I guess you have to work with like prevention, work around them, or work with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like trying
Instead
to
of just
teach
like
them not to
instead
do
of
these
castrating
things.
them to our rules that are like unfair. Like how the fuck is someone who doesn't understand jack shit gonna try to understand what rules are? Instead of castrating to our rules,
Exactly.
how about you understand? And I definitely think I'm the first to say this, but I'm also the first to fucking try to kill someone if they fucking kill my daughter or some shit.
Facts.
Oh god.
And
He
humans are
spit. He
emotional
spit. He
beings.
spit.
Like it's a
Humans
They
are
don't
fine to
have that
think that way,
mentality. Yeah.
because it like
exactly. But I
that is your kid, bro. Like it's
definitely,
you're fine to be selfish in that aspect.
yeah, but I do
But like
think we
to
need more
actually do
support in
it,
the world.
yeah.
Now, I think for my last question, because I don't know how long we've been doing this. Do you
We
want to do
have
one more, two
43,
more?
43 minutes. We can do one more
I
question.
think this one should be the last one,
It's
right?
not
Yeah.
it's not that long.
Yeah, one more.
That's one more.
I
That's
think
fine.
I don't want.
we
I
should
don't. I don't
go
want
to
to stretch it too
an hour.
long.
One
This is
more.
the last one.
One more.
Last
Bro,
question. Last question.
podcast
Last
be
question.
going on for 4 hours, bro. We
Yeah.
chilling, bro.
This is
Yeah,
our
bro. And
first
I'm not
one.
trying to listen. And if I'm gonna re-listen to this, I'm not listening to 4 hours, bro. Javi, as the oldest one here,
Yeah,
as the
fuck.
oldest one here, what advice do you give to all three of us that we can all
Ooh,
three have?
that's a good one.
Oh my god. Like in life in general?
You
Man,
have
you make
the
me
most
sound so
experience out of
old,
all of
bro.
us. Yeah, but you do have the most experience.
You're right. You're right.
I mean,
Damn,
what are we
bro.
defining as experience?
Yeah,
Of
like
age, years.
in age.
Mm,
Experience
He
as
has
an
literally
age.
years.
Yeah.
okay.
He has
Well,
literally years
I
on
mean,
us.
for me, I don't care about age, because
Yeah,
Yes,
I kind of
but I
agree with
think
that a little
that
bit.
even when I was, bro, but Brian, I think you know this for a fact. Even when I was younger, I'm talking to these teachers like I'm older than them, and I'm spitting game like I'm older than them, and they
I'm
looking
not
at me
saying
like, you're mad
I'm not
young.
saying age
How
can't
you
be taught with
why are you talking
intelligence.
like this?
I'm not
So
saying
that's what I'm
age
saying.
can't be with
Like in
intelligence.
terms of, I'm gonna listen to his advice. I'm just saying though, like in terms of like age as experience, that doesn't equal up to me.
And I
No,
get
I
that,
would say
but
like
I think it literally does mean experience because at the end of the day, he's lived more days than all of us, and
Yeah,
he has those under
he
his belt.
has, but he
He
could
has
have
that
lived.
literal
He
days of experience over us. That's why I'm
okay.
like,
So
let me see
I'm
what he knows
I'm
that we
glad that we
don't.
went to this tangent. I'm glad that we went to this tangent because that's a good question in itself. So let's say we have a 21-year-old, right, who's literally done nothing but sit in his house for 21 years, just played video games, did everything in his crib. And then we have a
Okay.
14-year-old who's been outside, who's been in the middle of war, who's been in the middle of like he was famished when he was a kid, like he went homeless. He got a job, he learned how to work, like he read books, he gained experience, he talked to people.
You're
He's
right.
telling me because this person's 21 years old, he has more experience than the person that's 14, even though he's only spent his life inside his house.
Maybe not more experience. Maybe not more experience, but he knows that 21-year-old knows more about something than that 14-year-old does.
So I think.
And it could be anything.
So
But
I
I think he
think.
knows at least one thing more.
A
Yo,
lot
you
of
think
like
what's up?
a lot of learning and like experience comes. Well, like a lot of like. Yeah, Javi, he's 20, right?
what's up?
But he probably didn't
Yeah.
experience like a lot of things that Will experienced, right? So Will learned from all those like hardships and experiences, right? And that equals like whatever he knows now and like all his like experience and knowledge, right? But let's say like
That's true.
Javi experienced all these different things, right? And different hardships. So he knows like all these other things. So I think
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
age matters, but also like experience, like what you experience matters a lot too.
Yeah, experience
Yeah.
does vary. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good people who don't experience things in their life and they could be 80 years old. But there's still, at the end of the day, I think there's still one thing that Javi has on all three of us. Specifically for me, living by himself.
Yeah.
'Cause
That is true.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree
that's
with
true.
that.
You know what I mean?
I can
Yeah.
see
Oh
I can
my
see what you're
God.
saying.
I personally want to know what he's
Okay,
gone
you
through by
guys.
himself, or
Okay,
what
you
he
guys really
knows
want to know?
over us.
So
Yeah.
so
Really wanna know?
the question just to refresh you, the question was what advice you would give to all three of us being the oldest here.
Okay, let me tell you guys right now. Money doesn't matter, okay? Money is a revolving debt. And like it literally doesn't matter in the United States especially because like you literally make money. You can literally make money by doing fucking nothing and sitting at home and lying about your health. I could literally be home just because I'm on antidepressants. I could literally be like I have a mental health disorder even though I actually don't and make money right now. But the reason I'm not doing that is because I'm not an asshole, and I know the people who actually have those mental disorders actually need that kind of money. So really, anytime money you get doesn't fucking matter. Like no matter whether you're rich or you're poor, or how much money you have in your bank account, or how much money you need or have, you're always gonna get money. There's not one moment where you're never not gonna have money once you move out of your house, or there's never not gonna be a moment where you can't pay rent for that month because then they'll just
There
hold
could
it.
be.
They won't evict you unless like the apartment's an asshole. But like, um, what was it? They'll just hold it. They'll just be like, okay, we'll just add it on to your next month, and then you'll just pay more next month. That's just it. Like you know. So when it comes to like moving out by yourself and being by yourself for so long, um, the only thing you can worry about is what you're gonna eat, who you're gonna eat it with. So like for me, like I hate eating alone, right? So maybe you guys like eating by yourself and watching a show, but eating it
Yeah,
means
I don't
like
really care.
like at least you're watching a show while you're eating it, right? So like you need your monitor or like you need some sort of entertainment rather than just like a book even. Like rather than just sitting there and just like being by yourself because being by yourself fucking sucks. And by being by yourself is I mean like you're literally doing nothing except for staring at a blank fucking wall. Like that I've seen someone do that and it's fucked up their life. So I don't want any of you to go through that. Um so yes, you're
Wait.
never gonna run out of money. What?
So
That low-key hit, but
sorry,
Johan, you got that?
so I thought it was kind of funny when Javi said staring at a blank wall. I think like it's kind of like random. It's like I'm going on a tangent here, but I think like nowadays attention span has like really shortened for like humans like as a whole. And
Facts.
100%.
you know,
That's a
it's kind of
fact.
random, but it just kind of sparked in my mind since he said that.
Yeah.
I tried this a while ago to just stare at my wall for an entire hour, and like it's kind of hard.
You couldn't do it, right? Yeah.
I did it.
That
I did it.
sucks.
I did it, but it was
Oh, you
boring
actually
as
You
did
have
it.
time
fuck.
on your hands, bro. You have time on your hands.
Like it was boring.
Probably felt like the longest hour of your life.
And like,
Oh,
bro,
fuck
like
that.
when I did that, it just kind of opened my eyes, like how like invested I am in like all this entertainment and like everything that like fuck.
Did it feel
what
like
is
the
word?
longest hour of your life?
Not the longest hour. I think there's things that were more boring than staring at a wall, but
Like
it
sitting
took
on
a
a
while.
plane.
Yeah, sitting on a plane is probably worse.
What? I love
Because
sitting
I
on a
could at
plane. I'd
least
be
move,
knocking out.
you know.
I go to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like I don't know, attention spans and like we're all caught up in like really quick, like fast, easy entertainment in our minds. And I think
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
yeah, because a lot of what being a human is about is like is I mean, even like we experience this since we were kids. As long as it has our attention, we're interested. But if it's not, if it doesn't keep our attention,
Yeah.
we lose interest.
we lose interest.
It's
and
like
we're
when you're a
tired of it.
kid, you get a new toy. You spend all that time begging your mom for that new toy because it's shiny, right? You want it, it's new,
Yeah.
and you get it. You play for 5 minutes and you throw it away, and it's like, well, I don't want it no more. But it's like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
you just
literally,
got it.
yeah.
It's just because that's kind of like how our attention spans are. As long as it could keep our attention, we'll focus on it.
Yeah.
Like a game. Like a game.
100%.
Among Us died out.
Yeah. Dead ass.
No sussy shit.
I 100% agree with that shit. That's a fact. Humans are really like that. But back to how
Oh,
the place.
I was
You
done.
gotta say something? You got
Yeah,
it,
I
bro.
wasn't done. Also, okay, when you're living by yourself, be aware of your neighbors and your surroundings, and like make sure you park your car in a safe spot.
I don't know.
My
What
God.
else? What else? It's like common sense knowledge. Make sure you have
Alright.
a lot of money before you have a house. Always make sure you move out during April so you get your taxes back before you move out. Do you get it?
Wow.
So then you use
That's
your
actually pretty good
taxes.
advice.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Pretty
idea.
good.
Yeah, I've been doing that every year. That's been saving my fucking ass from paying those goddamn
Holy
security
shit.
fees. Yeah. Fact
Well,
cards.
I definitely, I do fuck
Oh,
with that advice.
and okay, women talk about when boys don't have a mattress, but that bitch squeaking. Okay, that bitch is squeak in. Okay, so don't even if you don't wanna stand for your mattress, don't get a stand for your mattress. Put the mattress on the floor. That's it. Nah, you guys are Gucci as fuck.
Thank
Well,
you for
I
the
don't know
advice,
about the
Javi.
last part. Yeah, I don't know about the last part, but the first
Thank
part,
you, bro.
but the first part of the advice,
He was spitting. He was
I definitely
spitting.
do think that he was spitting, but I
I
do
was
think for
spitting
the
the whole
first
way
part of the
through.
advice, it was the best part, and I definitely think, I mean, I think it is like hope, cause like if you think about it, when you're out of college, you're gonna be like, fuck, I need money, I need a job, fuck. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of places hiring, and you can always start small type shit.
Yeah.
And
Fucking start an OnlyFans.
there are situations where money, like you can have no money whatsoever. Like there are situations like that, like
Yeah.
shit can happen, but it's good to know that there's always something out there. There's always something like to keep go striving for. And another thing is that money isn't everything. Cause I think that's what you meant also by it, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
not to just keep shooting for shit. And I fuck with that heavy because we can always think that and say, oh, money isn't everything. Oh, I'm not materialistic. But at the end of the day, we care a lot about money. We fucking love money.
yeah.
Every single
Definitely,
person,
yeah.
bro.
Fucking
It's hard to stay away from that. It's hard to not be like. It's hard not to be greedy
I
sometimes.
don't think everyone loves money, but to refute the fact that money equals survival is like, bro, you're kind of just wrong. Like that's what we
Yeah,
live in. We need money
Yeah,
to
yeah.
live.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And
like two poor people can have fun with each other just by sitting here talking to each other, right? Because like, what if like we're all really poor, right? Which I'm assuming we all are,
But
right? So
yeah,
like, I'm having fun here. Oh, okay, Brian, are you rich?
no, but I'm just saying.
no,
I don't know.
that's not that's not what
I'm
we're
joking,
saying. We're saying that you need money to
Oh
live.
yeah.
Like it is the one condition that you need to follow to live.
And sometimes you can definitely get caught up in money and caught up with making money. And even any person that'll say, "Oh, I'm not materialistic. I don't buy iPhones. I don't buy games." But at the end of the day, they're caring about how much money they make, and rightfully so. It's your fucking job. It's your life. It's your future. But sometimes just literally thinking that money isn't everything. I feel like that advice is it can help. You know what I mean? Because
Oh yeah.
I know me and my girlfriend Alba, we literally survived in New York City with if we were hungry for lunches. We had dates where we spent only $2, $3 on food, and
Facts.
we ate good, and we would sit at a park and fucking hang out and laugh the whole time, or watch movies on our phones. Like that's literally what me and Alba did for hours, and we did it multiple times, again and again and again. So if anyone says to you that you need to go on a date and spend mad money on a girl, it's not true. It's not true.
That's not true. That's not
It
true at
doesn't
all.
matter.
Oh, but you know
My
what? But you know
my
what? If that, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say my first date with Alba was literally me and her going to Central Park, and I got her Wendy's Frosties, which were 50 cents at that time. 'Cause I had no money on me, and we literally ate it and had so much fun. That you got that, Javi?
Yeah, I was gonna say the best girl is the one who doesn't give a fuck about what you guys
Exactly,
do. It's
exactly.
just you two together. Yeah.
100%,
Facts.
100%.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you guys think you guys all feel happy about Javi's advice? Do you feel the same way I did, or money, the point about money?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, but that's something I kind of just already knew.
Yeah. They already know.
Not to be
I know
ignorant.
this.
Like I'm not trying to sound ignorant. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not appreciating, but like yeah, I kind of already knew that
yeah.
you're always going to have
Yeah.
money. Like there's always going to
Yeah.
be opportunity.
You know
That's
that, but
just
don't
that
you
comes.
think? I was gonna say you
Hmm?
know that, but don't you think it comes a little different? And I don't know. For me, at least, it's like it's more hope knowing that someone who's moved out, lives by himself for quite a while,
Mm-hmm.
that someone who's went through more things than I have for jobs and shit wise. Yeah, for me it gives me more hope. Like, damn, I could really do
Yeah.
that. I could really do this type shit.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
another
See,
loophole.
if you explain it like that, I could see how you see it. But you know,
Mm,
coming from the Bronx, like you came from, you don't live in the
yeah,
Bronx anymore, but you know, we both come from the Bronx, bro. I think we both know
100%.
that. Like, if you grow up in the Bronx, bro, you gotta get it how you make it, bro, by any means necessary.
Yeah,
That's just
you gotta
something you
grind.
know
You gotta grind, bro.
since birth. So seeing someone else do it, it's nothing new to me.
You
Cause
gotta
you know,
grind no matter what.
like I see my parents do it. You know what I mean? Like they go out, they make money. Like it's not, like I said again, not to be ignorant, not to sound like I'm not appreciating what he's saying or I'm not hearing what he's saying. It's just that, like, the environment that I'm in has already taught me that. So I already
Yeah,
know, like, when I move out by myself, there's gonna be opportunities for me to get a job. I just gotta go out there and find them.
Yeah, I was also
You-
gonna
you don't-
say you can literally blatantly
gotta- you
lie
gotta-
on your resume and get like a really good paying job, and they'll believe you.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, don't
cap.
lie.
That's in the
Wow.
game, bro. Play
No,
play the
Actually,
system.
Johan, you'd be
Don't let the
surprised.
system
You'd be
play you.
surprised. You'd be
I mean,
surprised.
Nah,
I
he's
know
spitting facts. He's spitting
He's
facts.
spitting.
my teachers in high school. My teachers in high school used to literally tell me that. They'd be like, "Oh, lie on your resume if you want. I can act like a boss, and if they call, I can just pick up and talk to them."
Wow.
They literally
Yeah,
tell me
bro,
that because
play the
nowadays
system. Don't let it
everyone
play
with
you.
experience. Exactly.
I'll play this as Johan. I mean, don't play this as. Like, I mean, play your
Wow.
PC, but like, I mean, like, don't play it. Like, don't play the.
But yeah, guys, anyone want to squeeze in one more thing, or should we conclude?
um,
Damn, I don't want to conclude yet. I feel like this is a little too straightforward. I mean, it is the first
Too
episode, so
straightforward.
we'll
It's the
get
first
looser
episode.
as we
The
go.
life in the basement.
You know what I can't wait for? So my sister and my sister's boyfriend, they listen to podcasts in the car, right? So like, if we can like transfer this like something where we can just listen to it on, like I just listen to that shit on my way to work every day.
You think she would listen to us?
Mm.
Oh yeah, definitely. She listens to the dumbest fucking podcast. Why would she listen to ours?
That's sick. But I do want to
I hope
say,
she hears this.
I do want to say, I don't know if we ever did it, but I don't know if the viewer even knows what the basement is. The basement is
Well,
a
facts,
collective, of the people we know. And I don't, if I'm wrong describing this, you could tell me. It's a collective of chill people, the people we know. It's the people you'd invite to your basement to come play fucking video games
yeah.
and chill, relax, play some music, maybe even smoke some fucking weed. I think that's what
Yeah,
the
we're all
basement is
just
to me,
chill here.
at least.
Also,
Yeah.
I
So
sorry. I feel like we didn't do any
No, go ahead.
introductions for ourselves. Like we kind of gave each other like our names
That
and
is
stuff,
also
but we didn't
true.
really
Oh,
introduce
yeah,
ourselves.
we could do it now. We can
Yeah,
do it
we
now.
can do it
Ending
now.
introduction makes sense.
Who wants to go
Yeah,
first?
I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
Introductions.
Like a
After
prologue, like a prologue.
introductions, we gonna do
Yeah.
like last word type shit, and then we gonna call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll conclude
All
after
right,
that.
so let's start with the cameraman.
Oh, okay.
Big man, big man.
oh.
Yeah, you cameraman.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
you go
ready,
first.
bro.
Big
I
man,
wasn't
big
ready.
man.
Alright, so
Como.
Komorebi. Komorebi is a word for like when the sun is filtering through the leaves in like a forest. It's a really nice word, and for me, it has like a little
Never
more
knew
of a
that.
deep meaning, but I don't want to go into that yet. That's me, Komorebi. But my real name is Johan. I'm 16 years old. Live in Washington State. And chilling, talking with the boys. That's about it.
Boys. I can go next. I'm
Okay.
Bryan, also known as Boof. Both starts with a B, so you're chilling. From the Bronx, same as Nami. I'm born and raised. Well, I was born in Manhattan, but raised in the Bronx. And I have long hair. I'm Dominican, and I recently moved to Pennsylvania, which is a big shift. I'm 18, freshman in college, and I know we're young, and we don't know a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, we have experience in life that some people don't, that a lot of people don't. And I think our opinions and our voices should be heard. Also, I'm kind of funny, a little bit.
He's kind of funny.
I think.
I think
kinda
I
funny,
think
kinda
I
funny,
think
yeah,
he's
fuck it.
funny.
William, do you wanna go? Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up? My name is Javi. I'm also known as ChristmasPear everywhere.
That's it.
Most people don't take me most people don't take me very seriously, and that's okay. But sometimes I know how to be serious. Um, I'm Spanish, so I think I'm white, right? That counts as white because that's European, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What was it? I'm gonna move to Washington soon, so I guess that's where I live now, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it.
That's about it.
I'm chilling.
That's fair.
You chilling.
Oh. I haven't shaved my gooch, but if anyone's watching,
What
you
the
should-
fuck?
Bruh, we not talking about that, bro. We not talking about
Not
that.
me. Big man, the Pasty man himself.
Yo.
Big man, not me.
Alright, bro. My name is Nami, aka Jin, aka William. Y'all can call me Will. I'm 18. 18 with a big dream. I was born in the Bronx, born and raised. I still haven't moved out yet. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm African American and Peruvian. I know I'm foreign, bro. I'm exotic. It's alright. Calm down.
Like the strains,
I'm
like the
talking to the
strains,
audience.
Hey, like
exotic.
the strains.
Like the
But
strains, exotic.
I like talking. I like having good conversations. I tend to go on a lot of tangents. That's okay, cause I think I be saying a lot of shit that
That's
nobody
what we
be
need.
saying.
That's what we need.
I like being philosophical. I think about the universe a lot. Smoke a lot of weed. I like chilling with my homies. My homies is family. And yeah, that's me.
I respect that, man. And I think today we had good, 50-minute.
Hey, bro,
I'll
get
be
your
fucking
ass out of my
crazy.
face.
We had a good 50-minute talk. And if whoever does listen to this, because I don't know if anyone does listen to this, I wanted to know that you are wanted, you are a great person, and at the end of the day, someone in this world loves you.
Facts, we love
Even if
you.
you feel like you're
I
alone,
love you.
even if you feel like you're alone, just give your boys at the basement a listen. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yo,
Yeah,
we
check
doing,
us
we
out.
doing
a couple of friends.
Like, all right, that's your last words. All right, I got some
Who
last
said I was
words.
done? Who said I was done? Who said I was done?
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. Bro. I'm sorry.
Alright, bro. I'm just messing with you, but definitely last words. You are wanted, man, and give the
You're
basement a listen when you
wanted,
feel
man.
alone.
Yo, y'all going
No.
to jail. Y'all wanted?
You're wanted.
Yo.
The viewers wanted. They're cared about.
Yeah, I don't want you.
Okay.
You're gonna be in my jail.
No, I'm just
Don't mind him. Don't mind him.
Anyway. No, I mean you got last words.
Nah, I want to go last because I want to do the outro.
Yeah, you got the last personal, bro. You gotta say next. Johan goes last. Johan goes last.
Javi.
Harvey go. Harvey can go.
Was the outro right? Okay,
Yeah,
yo,
last words.
whatever day you're having, whether it's good, whether it's bad, fuck it. Life is life, and the way you perceive and the way life comes at you, you just gotta love it. You just gotta love every second of it
100%,
because that's how life
100%.
is. Whether it's good or bad, because the next day, you don't even know what's gonna happen. And that's just the risk we have to take, and that's
Yeah.
okay because it's a good risk. It's not a bad risk. It's a really sexy, delicious risk. That's all I have to say.
All
Hope you have a
right.
good day.
I think
So
you
for
got
me,
that. You got that.
All right, Johan, yeah, you next.
all right. Dude, I had something perfect, bro. It was so good, and then I completely forgot it.
Damn,
I blame
It
you.
happens, bro. It happens.
Hold on.
Why you blaming me?
I'm gonna whip it up real quick in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
Yeah, whip
can
it
y'all
up.
stop
Okay,
for like
okay,
10
okay,
stop
okay.
for like 10 seconds?
Alright, well, at the end of the
Alright,
day, every
Wait,
viewer,
we're stalling? Or you said stop?
We're stalling,
at
bro.
the end of the day,
Oh, we're
Stop.
stalling.
the person listening to this is our friend as well.
Has it been 10 seconds?
If you're giving us a
All
listen,
right. yeah, I got
you're
it.
our friend as well.
So I think it's okay to fail, and I think failure is used if you can use failure in a way that motivates you even more, you'll be so successful in life. If you
Oh,
can
that's
find a
spicy.
way to
If
constantly
I could
get
snap,
up,
I would snap.
if
was
you
some
can find a
bars.
way to
That was some
constantly
bars.
get up and keep going, you will succeed in whatever it is you're doing. It doesn't matter. And it's okay
That's
to take
fucking
breaks
fire.
too. It's okay to take breaks. Everyone needs to take a breather sometimes, and that's okay. It's okay if some days you fuck up, some days you don't do your best. Just next day, try. Everybody loves you.
Facts.
Bars.
Actually, no. Let me take that back.
Facts.
Not everybody's gonna love you, but the people that do,
Facts.
cherish
True,
them.
True.
You know, make sure you reciprocate it, because
And
No.
fuck the people who
100%.
don't.
no, that's not
Alright,
true.
ignore
Okay.
the last part.
And also
Tell me,
reflect.
since you.
I think a big way to grow as a person is constantly reflecting on what you're doing, even if it's something little, like maybe I need to, I don't know, drink more water. You know, just reflect on things like that constantly, and I think that's a really good way to grow, and I think that's a way to continue forward. Just constantly reflect.
That's
I fuck with
facts.
that, man. I fuck with that. Big facts.
Hey,
It
wait,
looks
so
like,
Tell
it
me
looks
wants
like
to
you're hugging
last
him right
emotional
now.
words.
Yeah, but I want the last words.
He wants the
I'm
last
gonna get
emotional
close to the
words.
camera for this. Get close to the camera. I got one phrase. I got one phrase. This is word to the Flatbush zombies, cause they told me this shit. Open your fucking mind. That's it.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Alright.
I think we just ended on that.
Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up.
Do the will, bro.